Namaste, I'm Shiva Swati, and this video is about explaining that this time is close to the new age. It's actually a serious time. It is not like 100 years before, or 200 years before, or 2000 years before. We are moving towards the ice ages, and this is the time of the new age, Satyug, where you are completing a circle. And if you don't reach Satyug, you can die in the process. Humanity can be destroyed. It is not going to help anyone if you die in a nuclear war. It is not going to help you in spirit to reach afterlife if you die protecting your religion. Because God is one. In the astral planes, in the spirit world, there are several religions, yes, like several organs of the body, but God is one at the top. And then there are different religions like Hinduism, Muslim, Christianity, Sikhism, Jainism. So there are several religions, like there are several organs in the body. But finally, the principle of thinking, the thought process is the same, the energy is the same, that God wants peace and harmony, and God does not like fighting on religion. You cannot say that I am a Hindu and I belong to the heart, and he's a Muslim, he belongs to the stomach, so I will kill the stomach. As a Hindu, you cannot say he's a Muslim, so I will kill the Muslim because he does not belong to the heart. Or the Muslim cannot say that I am the stomach and the Hindu is the heart, so I will kill the heart. Because when you kill another, you will kill yourself. You will die yourself. So you always have to work on harmony and peace with each other, not on trying to conquer the other nation through dissolving national boundaries. You have to conquer the other nation through love and peace, through creating business restrictions, through removing visa requirements. There are several countries who are removing visa requirements now because of encouraging international trade and encouraging movement of labor from one country to another. So you need to be in a place where you can allow humanity, human beings, to move from one place to another without any visa restrictions, without labor restrictions, without business restrictions, where you can uniform education all over the world as same, so that licenses are not required by each different state, where you can uniform business laws is the same, so that different countries do not have different laws, different law structures, different types of law education, where it can all be uniformed as one. Whichever is found the most effective way of creating peacefulness and in humanity, a consensus can be reached. And you need to uniform education system, business system, by spending resources on creating this uniformity, on making the research, so that different cultures can all come under one certification. You don't need different certificates for each new culture. So it is crucial at this time that you don't waste resources on war, because if you kill others, you also die yourself somewhere. Your families will be harmed by the curses they give. Soldiers' families will get destroyed. Their children will become orphans. Their wives will become widows. And there is so much stress created in war, so much poverty created. All your resources go into war. Your businesses collapse. You are in constant threat that you will die suddenly. Your cities can be bombed, and a nuclear war can happen. And it can be triggered at this time very easily through the internet, and destruction can be as has never been before. So anybody who speaks against war is killed or removed instead of encouraged. And anybody who speaks for war is encouraged these days, as if you are playing a video game at the mass level and you enjoy the wars without realizing that it is you who's dying now, not the cartoon character in the game. It is your life which will go in war now, and you need to cherish life, because even if you die in war and you think you will dissolve, you will not dissolve after death. Your consciousness will remain alive. You will keep roaming here and there without a body, and you will suffer much more than when you are alive after death. So death has to be when your body finds contentment. If you are in unrest, in anguish, in rage, in the need for revenge, don't die at that time. Don't even think that death can rescue you. Death will only shift you from one body to another, and your feelings of this body, of being in rage, in anger, will simply shift to the other body and add to the energy of rage in that body, and you will keep shifting bodies till you find salvation, till you find peacefulness. So dying, creating a mass death at this time when there is so much anger, is only going to harm humanity much more. There is an urgent need to create one world, and that can be done not by conquering another nation, not by creating, say, slaves, but by creating conditions where people can respectfully work in different countries of the world, where labor can move freely, and where you know education can, you can move to different countries for education. You are not insulted because you do not have a visa of a different country. You are not insulted because you have creativity or authenticity. You are not forced to get enslaved um, by a system of education which is based on dictatorship, than on allowing freedom of speech or freedom of expression. So you need to reform the education system, and it requires huge amount of investment. If you waste money on defense, on buying weapons of war, wasting crores and billions on creating nuclear bombs, it is useless, because nuclear bombs will only harm. It will end humanity. It will make your spirit suffer for eternity in hell, in places where you feel vacuumed, or you feel as if there is hypocrisy all around you, there is gas all around you. Nuclear wars have that kind of effect on the spirit. They don't let the spirit release. So you need to be in a place where you can find contentment, and education is a key to finding contentment, where you can feel how to be positive from inside. That investment on being positive is required, not on wars. So please stop harboring this desire that we should conquer the neighboring nations and we should make them our slaves. These are horrible desires. You should not desire to make anyone your slave. People need to be respected. People need to be appreciated for the way they are, for the work they are doing for you, not enslaved because they worship a different god, because God of all religions only want peace and harmony. In fact, there have been reincarnations of the same person who was Ram. He was born in a different religion as Rahim, in a different religion as Zeus. So um, Shankar was born as Christ, Krishna was born as Hanuman. So before he was, the same spirit goes into different bodies and comes back with a different name. So this name can be, if he is born in in a country near India, he will be called Krishna. In a different country across the seas, he might be called Rumi or Jesus. So children of God like Love and Kush, they will be born in different religions as different gods. So every religion has its own gods, and they are the same spirits who come in different religions. So you cannot say that Ram was only Ram, because Ram was a god and he was born in different religions in different names. And when you destroy another religion, you destroy your own god, because it was his spirit, his principles which went in that religion and became that name. So you have to respect the spirit and not the label, the name, the religion. Names change with lifetimes. Even in the same life, you can change your name. But your soul remains the same. Your DNA remains the same, and you need to respect that. Hence, it is important that you focus on destroying national boundaries, destroying visa restrictions, and making education and law uniform all over the world, so that people can actually become one, as they are becoming through the internet, and the desire for destruction is removed, because so that the spirits can live in contentment and get as much salvation as possible. Thank you. Please share, like, and subscribe.